Hi everyone, it's me Darlene, sitting in the comfort of my home in my squeaky chair. And I am going to do some more Q&A tonight. I was going to do it the other night, but I ended up talking about all kinds of other things and didn't get around to the Q&A. This might just be an ongoing thing. You know, I do always get questions, and I'm just going to keep track of them, and I can just add them to the list. We'll see how that goes. I'm in procrastination mode right now, which is why I feel like recording. But I will say, I'm getting ready for my Fabric Frenzy, which is this coming Friday, June 14, and I'm pretty much all set. I have enough listings. I still have some that I have to take. No, I have the pictures taken. I have to just, create the listing on my blog. And then tomorrow, I just have to go through and check every single listing, every PayPal button, make sure everything is working okay. And then I'm ready to go on Friday. And it's just going to be a busy frenzy because we also have, my mother has 2 appointments tomorrow coming in the house. We have an appointment on Friday coming in the house. I have to go to an appointment on Monday in Portland. By then the sales have slowed down, but I need to be packing orders. And then another appointment on Tuesday, another appointment on Wednesday. And I need to get all those orders out next week because the week after that, Skylar comes. I'm not going to get her this time. Derek is doing both trips. He's bringing her, and then he'll come back to take her home. She's going to be here for 4 weeks. So excited. All right, let's just get started. Where's my glasses? My glasses. I am just picking randomly. Oh, there is a part 1 to this, or a previous one. There's actually a playlist that I did. So there's old videos of questions, apparently. I have a playlist, so I don't remember what I answered in the past, so I'm probably repeating myself. I don't care. I don't care. If I don't remember, you probably don't either. Or you're new and you just don't know. So just some quickly here. Have you ever traveled outside of the U.S.? No, but well, I shouldn't say no. As an infant only to Canada. Maybe as a very young child also, but that's it. Oh, I gotta cross it off. Why do you say you hate the sun? Because I do. It's too bright. It's bright. I don't like how it makes my eyes feel. I'm sure it has something to do with my eyes. That's the physical stuff, that it's bright for my eyes, but then mentally it's like, and I'm getting much better about that part of it, but I used to feel like it's a sunny day and I should be enjoying myself. This is like before I started eating just meat and used to suffer from very, very bad depression, which for me, at least, I now know was all 100% food related. That doesn't exist for me at all now that I've gotten rid of all plant life. So I used to get very depressed, and then when the sun was out and people would be like, oh, it's a beautiful day, and oh, let's go outside. No, I didn't feel like doing that. So the sun was like, it was like putting pressure on me to behave in a way that I didn't want to. Like, I should be happy. I should be wanting to go outside. I should enjoy this sunshine. But I didn't. And then it used to make me feel even more depressed that I couldn't enjoy it. Now, I just don't care. I don't have to go out. I don't have to prove to me or anyone that I need sunshine to do something. When it's a gray day, I go out. That's when I like to go out. I love gray days. So that's just my preference. Gray day, gray, cloudy, raining, windy. I like wind. Just even driving is more comfortable because I hate wearing sunglasses. Hate that with a passion. So I just like it when it's gray and I don't have the sun bothering me. I just like it very, very much. To love. Crossing that one off. Here's one that I get asked all the time. What do you use to whiten your teeth? I don't use anything. This has nothing to do with tooth whitening. It has to do with the fact that from like here to here, all those teeth are crowns. And my dentist said, I've never used the whitest white because they give you stuff like to pick from. And I was like, I'm just going with the whitest white. He's like, I've never done that. He says, I think that might look fake. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if it looks fake. So he said, you're the only person that I've ever done this for, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. You know, I'm happy with the whiteness because they do eventually stain. I just brush my teeth with regular, well, sensitive toothpaste, but nothing whitening. I wasn't happy with the actual shape of the teeth. I wish I could have seen them in my mouth before them putting them in. It's taken a big chance having your teeth crowned like that. You know, you're at the mercy of the person designing the teeth. So, and even things like little nicks in the tooth to make them look more natural, I told them I can't have a nick in the tooth. It will drive me insane to feel that. And sure enough, they put one on this tooth right here, and I was like, "Can you please file that away?" And he's like, "No, we don't want to file the crown." And probably 1,000 times a day, my tongue goes to that little tiny I don't want to call it a hole, but to me it's like a fucking hole. It feels like a hole. So I hate that, but that's what I got. And that's why they're white, because I wanted fake white. But they're certainly better than what I had in my mouth, because I had all fillings in the front that were always stained. I had a underbite, and we fixed that. Now my top teeth go over the bottom teeth. I had braces also. I had braces for a year and a half, and then I got all the cosmetic stuff done. That's where I spend my money, on things like that. You know, I buy one pair of shoes every 2 years so I could have cosmetics done in my mouth. Okay. What is your favorite craft of all? It's hard to pick. It really is. And it changes for me. I almost would have to say crocheting. As much as I like sewing, crocheting I can do just in the comfort of my couch, in front of TV if I want. Crocheting or knitting, I love both. I really do. So needlework, let's go with that. I like to work with yarn, but I do love to sew. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be crochet, above knitting even. And yes, I've been asked before, can you show us knitting tutorials? And I can't because of the way I hold my knitting needles. I hold one under my arm and it just sticks out, and then my hands work like a bat out of hell knitting, and I don't know how I would put the camera for that. So I really wish I could get back to the crocheting ones too. I have so many things, just not enough time. If you can choose anything to do for fun, what would it be? You guys know what I like to do, don't you? It's work. So this one's hard. I don't really find fun in other things. It's just like a vacation. My dream vacation would be just to be somewhere, preferably on the beach, with internet and meat service, ice cold water, and just nobody to bother me. No phones, nothing, and that I could just work. Oh my God, how I would love that. Especially like if there was a sewing area and I could just work uninterrupted, record my videos, whatever. That would be so cool. But as for fun, for myself, I like to work. And my work is fun for me. Yes, it gets hectic and tiresome and there's stressful parts, but it's what I enjoy the most. It really is. It's my comfort zone, and when things are all going wrong or I'm, just so stressed out, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go and do that, and I'll sit and cut fabric, or I'll, plan a quilt top, on paper even, so that's what I like to do for fun. I like to work. When I have Skylar, we do have fun doing other things. Of course, it's crafting for her all the way. Right now it's slime, but she likes other things too. And we love to play games together. We make up games and we make ourselves laugh so fucking hard over the games that we make up and how we play them. And then we like to play cards. We like to make puzzles. We like to paint. So we do have a lot of fun. And of course, we like to go out and do things too. If you could be on any reality game show, my mother and I ask each other this all the time. Big Brother, Amazing Race, Survivor, etc. What would it be? Do you think you would have a chance of winning? I know. I think I would have to pick Big Brother. Because they wear like sweaters in that house, so it must be cold in there. I'd like that. I would like that. If I were younger, I would be up for any of these. But the Survivor, at my age, you think I want to go and lay in the fucking rain with a bunch of strangers and bugs and, sleeping in the sand? No, no interest in that. I wouldn't have had any interest in that, even if I was young. So that would probably be my least favorite. The race, I love watching the race. It's on tonight, but it's a lot that they go through. We don't see it all. I don't know if I'd like to do that much flying, and, they really do daredevilish things. A lot of those, again, I wouldn't mind doing. There's some that I really wouldn't want to do. I would not care to bungee jump, but I would do any kind of zip line thing. I would do any of that. So again, I don't know. So that's number 2. Number 3 is Survivor. Number 2 is the race. So that leaves Big Brother. I'm doing Big Brother. That would be the one. And I wouldn't care how old I was for that. And I actually would have fun just trying to analyze the people in that house. And it, like I said, it looks cold in there. So I would be good with that. And if I don't like the silly games they play, my back hurts now, I'm tired, just jump off. That's all. It's not like I'm eating bugs or something. Do they ever make them eat disgusting things on that? I think they have eaten, like, disgusting foods. But, Survivor, they've had to eat some really gross things. Let's just do another one, because I got to get busy with other things, and then we can continue another time. Oh, let's end with the YouTube comments. Why are your YouTube comments off? Question mark. And others have said, are you aware that YouTube turned your comments off? YouTube didn't turn my comments off. I did that. I have been doing it off and on since maybe, I don't know, maybe like the 3rd year that I had my channel. Comments in general just drive me nuts. First of all my comments always went to review. So it was like a part-time job, sitting and reading and reviewing the comments, deciding what I would let go out or not, and then, giving my sassy little replies, which I started hating doing because I was really doing it more or less for those who liked to read my comments. And it was just feeling so negative. I don't mind that, like, if I'm chatting with you guys, because you can tell by my face or if I laugh that I'm doing it in a humorous way. But in a comment, that's hard to get across. But then I'd be like, okay, well, I can reply to these, and then I'll do a video reading my replies, and then they'll see that I mean it in a funny way, but it's just all too much for me, all the work end of it. And just comments themselves drive me nuts because it makes me realize that people just have no common sense for the most part. So many people do not just practice common sense. They just don't. So I'm the one who has an issue with comments. It's not really the comments themselves, although there are people out there that I just can't believe the stuff that they will say. So it's just nuts. So I used to turn the comments off, but a little bit of me was always worried, is this hurting my channel? Because people would be like, oh, you need the engagement. And I've never had anybody, all these YouTube tipsters prove that you needed to have comments on and engaging with your audience in order to help boost your videos. So I would leave them off, and it never affected my earnings. So I was like okay with it, but then I'd start to miss that content. It's like, oh, I could, like to think up a couple of good comebacks, but so I would turn them on and then have them on for a while, but then it would start making me sick again. So I don't remember now if I turned them off myself. I believe I had them off when YouTube did the whole like turning off comments on millions of channels because they had kids and they weren't monitoring the comments, and advertisers didn't want to put ads on videos where pedophiles were pointing things out about kids and stuff like that. So they turned comments off on millions of videos. They didn't turn mine off, and I don't think they turned anybody's off who always had their comments go through review. See, Skylar's didn't even get turned off, and she's a kid channel. And that's because I believe her comments always went through review first. I don't let anybody, well, now they're off anyway, but I wasn't letting anybody just post on her channel because people say awful things and, have that just go live without me looking at it first. So her comments didn't get touched. So a lot of people were really upset because they're like, geez, that's awful. My channel needs comments. I want to engage with my audience. And then YouTube said, channels with kids like that can have the comments back on, but you have to have the comments go through review. You have to be watching the comments. And I thought, these people who have thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers are not going to want to review all their comments. And some channels that I follow did do that, and then they just turn them back off. I think they realized that, geez, we don't need to go through this bullshit. It's a much less stressful place when there's no comments. And I don't care who you are, when somebody says something awful about your kids or grandkids or even yourself, some people take that very personally. I didn't care if people told me that I had a big chin or asked me if I knew I was fat. I didn't know. I'm so sad. Things that bothered me is like when that time I was just at Walmart looking for ribbon candy and just mentioned that I haven't seen ribbon candy, and probably like 70 people posted in the comments that I could get ribbon candy on Amazon, and I was like, no fucking shit. For what, $20 for a box that I'm going to pay $1 for at Walmart? I never said that I had to have ribbon candy, and I was just deleting them left and right. It's like, oh my God, I didn't ask for help in getting ribbon candy. I never said that it was life or death. People wanted to send me ribbon candy. No, I didn't want that. It was for my mother, but I didn't want that. And then I thought, aren't they looking to see if anybody else asked this? Because you don't have to say the same thing over and over. So see how it is for me? It's like, oh my God, I analyze everything to fucking death. And I did that as an exclusive video today. One is like, I always say, people who ask for advice, they don't really want advice. They want somebody to confirm that they're right with the choice they've already made. And then the other one was like people who have to research things to death, before they try it. It's like, just try it already. So, I still do those kinds of things. And, it is kind of funny. I do like to pick things apart, but it drives me nuts. And that's why my comments are off. And I don't know if I'll turn them on again or not. I just don't. And I don't think anybody should concern themselves with that. I'm here to provide content, and you're here to watch content. When I watch videos, I don't say, gonna go put YouTube on tonight because I feel like leaving a bunch of comments. That's not why I watch videos. I watch videos because I want to watch the videos. I don't leave comments. And I still have never given anyone a thumbs down. Never. And I have people who deserve thumbs down. But I've never done that. It's not me. It just doesn't feel right to do that. It's just so silly when I think of it. But right now, I'm going to hang up because I do have other things I need to be doing. But I did want to sit down and chat with you guys, and we'll do some more Q&A later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.